Welcome everybody. Welcome to the live stream. We're live stream 306. Topic tonight. Let me put it up there so I can see my head. My head. Live stream tonight. We've got do sourcing bans actually work? So we're talking about when people say I'm going to go on a sourcing ban, do they actually do anything? Like regarding do people actually break their band in 2 seconds, or do they continue their sourcing ban? Or, for example, like, does it motivate people to get stuff listed? For example, we'll talk about that in a bit. Got any questions? Put them in the side chat. Also, I've put on my, which is up here on the top. I think you can view it on PC and phone. eBay store. It's in the description below as well. Have a look at my eBay store, and if you like, let me know via Instagram and Facebook and that, or just buy it off the store. Also, I have got Instagram, Facebook, which in the description below, and a Ko-Fi page. Buy me a coffee and all that on there, and eBay store, as I said. And welcome back. You're all good. Turn it down just slightly. There we go. So let's go into this side chat. BCP, hope you're well, BCP. Thanks for popping in. Pat Walker's popped in. Welcome. Damien's popped in there. So is Sharon and Derek. Michelle's popped in. Same with Bills and Moon. Kathy's popped in. No worries, Kathy. Thrifty Jaws popped in. Thrifty Trooper. Tonks Boutique, thanks for popping in. Ian J as well has popped in. AA. I think I've seen AA in other chats. Welcome. Let me know how you found my channel and if you've seen any of the videos. Let me know a bit about your background, if you're a reseller or not. What else have we got there? We got Monkey Thrifter's popped in. Welcome, Monkey Thrifter. Fix it for reselling as well, which is Lee. Right. Okay, so talking about sourcing bans. Any of you been on a sourcing ban? So as a reseller, we know at some point in our reselling life, we're going to buy too much. Can I turn the camera around? We're going to buy too much. Doesn't look like a lot, for example, but it's quite a lot in here, and there's more elsewhere that I've got. So it's like can be a right pain. And let me know if any of you have been on sourcing bans before, and why have you been on a sourcing ban? Have you wanted to go on the ban because you want to get stuff listed, or you've been on a sourcing ban because you're skint and there's no point in buying anything, or you literally can't get into where you do your eBay anyway. Derek says there, he never goes on sourcing bans. May be a little more picky, but never on a ban. Happy to store stuff till I get to list it. Yes, that is another branch off what I call, as you probably heard before me say, branch off a topic. So branches off like a big tree. One of the branches is that you do basically what Derek's saying there. You need to have a backlog like what I've got and stuff. So any cases like what we had with the C word COVID, and if you're ill for weeks or anything else, or you can't go and source, or something happens, like we get blown up in the middle of a stampede, or something happens like Jumanji, the first one, where all these bleeding animals come trampling through, you know what I mean? So you need stock to go, okay, I can't go sourcing for 3 weeks. I've got X amount of stuff to list, board games, toys. Kenny! Daffy Duck, I've got a load of that still here. From the jumble sale. If you haven't seen the jumble sale haul, haven't seen jumble sale haul, then check it out. It's my last edited video, and yeah, basically you need a bit of a backlog to work through. If you don't have a backlog, then you've got to go sourcing. You've got to try and find stuff. If you don't find it, fair enough. Because I always find, well, not always, but I found for a long time that having a backlog helps, especially for two reasons. A, if you get ill for a long period or you can't source for a long time, and also if you've got family obligations like what I have and that. And you need a backlog because for those reasons, because you can go, okay, I'm better now. I can source, I can list from the backlog, and also you basically just need it anyway to have the amount, because like most people list what 10 items a day, 10 items a day, something like that, and it's easier that way to have enough stuff, whether it's tricky stuff to list or easy like Monopoly board, Monopolies, football cards, for example, t-shirts, all that, and that. So that's one of them. Tonk says there, I'm always on sourcing bound, but just brought 4 t-shirts or vintage to resell on eBay. Now, what I was saying to myself a little bit earlier, because I usually go through the topic in my head or write stuff down. I didn't get a chance to write anything down today. So off the top of this nugget, the golden nugget here, what Tonk says there is what I've said to myself a little bit earlier, is that basically saying, well, I don't like the word sourcing ban. I can't stand it. Mainly reason being, I'm not getting at anyone, don't get me wrong, you're all legends here in the chat. It's just the fact that you see it on Instagram, reels or videos, other social media platforms, YouTube videos, people go, oh, I'm on a sourcing ban this week. And then what do they do? 8 times out of 10, they go down their local charity shops, Carboots, or go online and go, oh, I've just brought X amount of bits and pieces. I'm like, thought you were on a sourcing ban. Look at your front room. You can't get into your eBay storage. Get some stuff listed, get it sold, get some money in. You know what I mean? That's the point. I fail that all the time because my head is always all over the place and I don't get focused enough to properly get it. Once I'm focused, I get interrupted a lot. You can do that. When I come back to them, I'm like, I can't be arsed anymore. That's just me. But yeah, Tom said, basically people going and buying things when they said they're on sourcing ban. I personally don't go on sourcing ban as such. I've got better over the years to tell myself to go, oi, twat. Get off your ass, get up, find the items, draft them up, photograph them, list them, boom, bam, bosh, get them sold. Reduce your prices and all that, and you'll sell stuff. And money, another way of not sourcing, as I say, is money. And it's a good way of thinking, right, I've got no money, I can't source. But as resellers, we're always looking for that next top bill, top item to sell online, whatever platform it is, because varying platforms do different things. And it's like, even though like money is usually tight for a lot of people, and you think, oh, I'm gonna have a look online. Oh, I buy that. I'll go on in. Because a lot of us a lot of full timers put money aside for varying things. Part timers, they have other jobs and stuff, and then they put money aside. From that, it's difficult because I say don't like the word sourcing ban, but I will use it, but not into a context of me. Personally, I don't go on sourcing bans. I just tell myself to stop it and get stuff listed. I've done that the last few weeks. And I never went to a jumble sale, and I got moaned at from mother. But I've had a word with myself, literally had a word with myself in my head. Go, you've got to get this listed before you buy anything else. Luckily, it's been raining, and the car boots possibly maybe cancelled this weekend, even though it's not a good thing. Because I don't get FOMO as such. People go to car boots these days. If I get a really, really good item, maybe, but you used to get FOMO from that particular. But I'm like, well, I've got stuff here, I can list it, and I can make X amount of money. So if it's not listed, you can't sell it, pretty much. Let's go down the chat. Well, I've got something else, because I phoned up eBay tonight at 7:30. I phoned them up and had a little word, some issue that's been going on for months. Let me write it down, actually, before I forget. eBay. Right, I'll write it down. So remember to talk about it a little bit later. Lee says there he's never on a ban. If there's something really good, you have to buy it. Yes, I understand that. Only if you've got the cash available to buy it. And because obviously everyone's situation is different compared. So, yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. I just tell myself to stop sourcing. But I'm always looking at places to source. And things stop me. For example, I've up in London, old London town, at a venue called the Old Alternet, to see my favourite band, Ent Shikari, on Friday afternoon. Starts at 7:00. The Alternet, actually, come to think of it, is near Covent Garden, Charing Cross, which is station 1 from Waterloo, Leicester Square, Piccadilly Circus, Savile Row nearby, Russell Square, British Museum, Charles Dickens. There's a Monopoly life size in London. Soho, Chinatown, and a lot of other places nearby. Because you've got Oxford Street as well. It's basically in near enough the central of London. Anyway, and seeing on St Patrick's night, so fingers crossed, touch wood, it'll be okay for the trains because there's train strikes. 15th today, Thursday, Saturday, and that, so should be okay. And then the weekend after, on Saturday, I'm seeing another band, right? There is 2 sourcing opportunities, right? I said to myself, I'm not going to go to those sourcing opportunities, jumble sale, there's 2, and they clash anyway, because I want to get up to the Ali Pali at China Palace, see another band called Don Broco in plenty of time. So I won't source because that'll make me rush. If I rush, I buy shit, pretty much. And you don't want to do it. So it's one they branched off to say, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to save my money because I know at some point this year I'm going to buy stuff, like good stuff. So saving is like one of those, not a ban really, but yeah. Damien says there, sourcing ban, not personally, but if you have loads of stock and selling not very much, there's no point in buying more until you work through what you have. But if space isn't an issue, have at it. Yes, pretty much. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm in the same boat, Damien, not selling very much and I have loads of stock. So I don't really need to go and buy, which I won't for a while. Considering the car boots, I'll be rained off anyway to weekend. So, as you say, if space isn't an issue, then let's have it. Let's go and buy it. But space in here is an issue. So, I can't buy for a little while. I don't call it a ban. I don't ban myself from anything anyway. But it's just something I go, right, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Fuck it, let's do it. I train myself to say, nope, don't do it, mate. Don't do it. Save your money. Save it for something else, for something you might need. Or save it for a few pints with your mate. Or when you go up London for a few pints. Because there's Wetherspoons across the road from the venue anyway. Next week, Friday, and then I can get the beers in up at the venue anyway in London. At the Ali Pali anyway, quite expensive, but saving the money. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, Damien, as well. Rain can kill a boot sale for a month pretty easy. COVID is a unique thing, but not impossible. We know that now. My death pile say me backlog is good to have. Yes. So let's pick out Derek's points there. So you got the rain can kill a boot sale for a month. Yes, it's absolutely chucking it down, or it was earlier. So this weekend's gone. There is one, but as you see, my piles of quality items, then I need to get listed. So no booties. And then obviously we didn't know about COVID and obviously what the people did up government and all that sort of shite. And then what you got is we now know that it's not impossible. It's not impossible not to source, because as what Derek says, death pile saved him. Backlog in that way is a good thing to have. But as I was thinking about that the other day, actually, come to think of it, Derek, is I was saved by Spock and Gumtree by buying on there occasionally. Facebook Marketplace, having the items sent to me, and a guy that I met in 2019 and again in the early 20 when he was a reseller. He, in about June or might have been 1st of July, he basically was giving up reselling to go to do something else. Can't remember exactly what it was in 2020. And he had a big ass backlog of stuff. I brought literally hundreds of items. I only realized about that video because someone commented moaning about my videos. Literally, like, comment of the week, like what Chris does. Let's have a look at that video. It's got 2,000 views. It's basically the VHS tapes. I was checking out the VHS tapes a little while after the haul. Back in the 24th of July. I got the big haul in 1st of July 2020, and the VHS tapes I was looking at, I got them out to check. Most of them were sold. Some went to a charity shop and that. And this guy basically said, let's get his comments up. Sort by newest. Just checked out your eBay and the tapes you got there still 2 years later. Well, okay, that, yes, I only get them shifted and gone. Fair enough. But this one, you're clueless, mass-produced, rubbish Disney tapes. Yes. Back then, I had less of a clue about it. It was nearly 3 years ago. So learning is key. Well, yeah, I learn. We all learn. You make mistakes. You did realise, World VHS, you're watching a 3-year-old video. You brought a load of sell-through shite. Black Diamond are worthless. Don't spread the fake news. I know. You learn. Again, nearly 3 years ago, and you learn by making mistakes. Most went to a charity shop at later dates. You learn by mistakes. And he went on to say something else and about masks in a car and that. And I thought, I said to him, well, I was about to get out of a car. Some people are a bit nutty as fruitcakes, nutty as bats on comments, but that got me to check out my other video from 1st of July 2020 and realize, oh, I did buy a load. That helped me out through COVID, as well as sourcing on Marketplace, Spot, Gumtree to get it delivered. Even Antoinette, thanks for popping in. Not really, but do need a sourcing ban. Catch up with Death Pile, but don't want to miss stuff. I agree, yes. I do agree. What you need is Monday to Friday, no sourcing, and go, right, pick out 50 items from the quality pile to list. And then if you think you've sufficiently listed enough and sold enough, then you can go out and buy. But I know what you mean. It's that FOMO, missing out on stuff. I get you, 100%. Got any questions? Put them in the side chat. Let's go down the list. I'm a bit far behind. Hi, Richard Payne. Thanks for popping in. Hope all is well. It's usually the missus that bans me, which helps clear the backlog. Well, yeah, I kind of get banned by the mother. My dad's like, I'm not buying nothing else. But I kind of won't. I used to go outside it. But these days, I'm a wise old man with a beard. Just paint it grey, it'd be alright. Wise old man. Like from Lord of the Rings. Gandalf for grey, yeah. Gandalf the White. Hello, Adore was popping in. Hello, Peter. I always call it buying quality rather than. I always call it buying quality. What quality rather than quantity? Oh, yeah. What you mean is there. You always call it buying quality rather than quantity. Yes. Yeah, yes. If you can buy the quality, then you don't need a lot. But a lot of people sort of just pick out. If it depends if they're not having good boot sales or charity shops, then there's like pick out random stuff. I want to pick that up for. Let's go down the list. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I don't go on sourcing ban, says Richard. I run a business that sells stuff, so I need stock. Biggest issue is listing it all, but it's there for other times I'm unable to source. Yes, for me as well. Biggest issue is listing. Sourcing is not a problem. Really. There's plenty of avenues to source. Yes, you run a bigger business than me, of course. Yeah. And trying to get around to listing it all. Yeah. But it's always you go going out to stuff, and you've got to say to yourself, as you've got Carboots most of the week and weekends and that, it's like, do I go today? Do I list? It's always thinking like trying to list whatever your numbers are per day or per week. You think, okay, if I can reach that, I'll be okay. But then you get a good ticket item that sells, you're kind of okay again. A mind, yeah, there's quite a few about, but I won't be sourcing in London because I'm leaving mine on Friday about just before 2 o'clock, so 10 to 2, hopefully. And then what I'll do is hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood, because there's reminiscence of the train strikes on Friday, right? Ain't any on Friday, but there'll be odd lines are disrupted from Thursday. So tomorrow. And I'll be getting up there probably around 3:30, 20 to 4. Then I'll probably have a quick look up and down the street and do a few little videos. And then I'll pop into a pub for a couple, and then I'll get in the queue. It opens at 7, so I'll get in the queue around just after 6, something like that. It'd probably be raining, but try and get in there because I've got my ticket. I want a bit of paper, and I've got it online. Using one called let's have a look. Oh, this one, Music Glue for their website. That's right. Sign in. You can. That's right. Because C Ticket is on the next week on the 25th. Day of that thing up in Manchester, wherever it is. I can't remember. Conference thing, but I'll be rocking and rolling. Rather do that. Anyhow, yeah, it will be. Yes, I won't be sourcing up there. No. But there's a lot to look at up there. Maybe one day if I can be bothered. A lot to look at though. Because nearby you've got Chinatown, you've got British Museum, you've got Oxford Street, you've got loads of places. You've got that Monopoly place not far off. But I won't have much time because I'm not getting there that early for it, to be honest. Because I've got stuff to do in the morning. Hi Julie, thanks for popping in. Let's have a look down the list. Whoa, we just jumped. Shite. Shy. Damn. Oh, there we go. I'm back. Also, as a reseller, you're an opportunist. You need to buy it when stock comes up. If it is decent stock, worth buying, it will be gone if you wait or go on imposed buying bans. Very true. Yes. 100% true. I always believe that if it comes up, you've got to go and get it. Just got to realize if you haven't got the space for it, then you got to pass it up. But obviously, of course, other resellers be there straight away and buying it. Correct. Yes, 100%. Um, uh, okay. And I understand that, Anthony. Death pile kept you going through a pandemic. I really didn't have a death pile. No, not through the pandemic. It got down to about the last 10 items. If it wasn't for Spock, buying on Spock, Gumtree, Facebook Marketplace, and this haul that I got from another reseller who's now an ex-reseller, then personally, I don't think I'll be here reselling as such. But it got me through, and then I was back up again at the Carboots and most weeks, and then throughout, and then learning more about how to source stuff and list it and that. Oh, see, yeah. I, I found it funny though, but it was a bit like a shock to the system. Thinking, hang a minute. But what he was doing though, what he was doing for me is bumping up that video because it's over 2,000 views now, and he was looking at it, commenting, looked at it. So he's bumping up my watch hours and views as well. So thank you very much, the video world, or where his name was. Yeah, he looked at my listings. Yeah, cheek, but it is what it is. I can't grumble because I know some of those listings need either dropping the price right down or taking off and going bye charity shop. Good evening, good morning. Sometimes I feel like that. Oh, they do 100%. Keyboard warriors do not rise above like to what? Yeah, you can reply to them, but just think about what you're going to reply, or just leave it, or block if you want to. But it was giving me views, so I thought I'll give him a nice little reply with a little bit of cheek at the end. I like Vinty, thanks for popping in. Evening, Bean Boots Sale Picking, popping in. The Legend, welcome. Thanks for popping in. I think I've seen you in here before. Sometimes I think it's worth not sourcing if you have a big backlog. I learned during lockdown how much easier it is to make money when you're not spending hundreds a week on stock. Correct, yes. That is true. Basically, that's a great way of saying that if you've got a big backlog, don't source. But then the other side of it, when what Richard Payne was saying is, if something comes up, it's hard not to say no. But you've got to train yourself to say no if a space like mine is full up and you're falling over stuff and you're going, ow. Amount of times I've hit those beer glasses, should get stuff done with those, but I don't know. You know what I mean? Thanks for popping in. Hi, Scoop Shaky, thanks for popping in. If you have things that have been in your backlog for a long time, it's dead money. Correct, indeed, yeah. It is. It's a combination. I know for a lot of people, especially for me, is like a lot of things get in your way. Like, if you're part-time, you've got to go part-time work, or if you're looking after family and that, and doing something other, and having to go out places for varying things, and that you don't get much time in. But the time you do get in, sort of dedicate to varying things. It's basically like, especially when you've got a family and you can only have a certain amount of hours a day to list or try and source or whatever. But yeah, it's definitely, as you say, dead money sat there. It's definitely need to. That's why basically I've gone through my system and I've literally thought, right, once I've sorted out what I've got, I then can, because I do like the eBay photos. Sorry, eBay draft up to eBay first, up to 20, 30 items. That sometimes can take so long because I don't get some amount of hours a day here or there or whatever. It's like, ugh. But then what I can do, or I thought about doing, is what a lot of people do: take a lot of photos first, and then you've got those when you've got an item or a few items that you've drafted up, you can put it up to eBay, which is a good idea. I think I'm coming round to that particular way of going to pick a load of items up that you know it's been sorted out and okay, green light to photograph, get a load of photographs done, and then throughout certain days you can just do drafts up and then put his photographs through, and then I should, in theory, fingers crossed, touch wood, have more sales that way, rather than having to spend a long time drafting up items when you personally like myself get really busy and that. You'll also be surprised how much listing gets done when you're not running all over the place buying stuff. I just source hard in the summer and don't do any in the winter now. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, if you're wasting away like a morning and you say the car boot's rubbish or sourcing an auction or doing this and the other, yeah, sort of. But also it depends on if you've got a small backlog you need to source, or an item comes up, or multiple items come up. You think that's going to be a good earner, get on it. But in my case, yeah, that is what I basically, yeah, have noticed over the years. The more time you source, less time you to list. Because when you get back from the car boot, you're checking out what you've got. What I do, check it out, write it down in my book, clean most of it up, and then do the haul. By the time I've done that, on Sunday, I watch Formula One or a bit of football or whatever, or Saturday, depending on Saturday car boots are on, or I go for sleep. That's your day gone, yeah, and then you don't sort of put it away, and then you're like, oh, great. Next day's Sunday, another sourcing day, or Monday, or whatever. But yeah, I can understand 100% of it. Hi, Ali, thanks for popping in. Pete Retro Protectables popped in. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. Got any questions? Pop them in the side chat. Hi, Neil. Thanks for popping in. What we got? Right down the list. Saucy ban. Well, you know, good down the list. I can't do ban, says Pete. Right, but can limit bigger items so long as they are there. Okay, understand that. Yeah, I don't do bans because, as I said earlier, I'm not a fan of people when they go online like Instagram, TikTok. Oh, I don't TikTok, but if I occasionally see something transferred from TikTok to Instagram and that, and then or you go like a YouTube video or live is like, oh, I'm on a sourcing ban this week, and then 2 days later, they're like, they've sourced out a load of items, thinking you're on a sourcing ban. What happened? It just winds me up. Don't like that word. Don't like it. But I'm using it for this video, and that's it. But I say I don't ban myself. I just say to myself, no, I'm not going to do it. But there's no FOMO from me. Realistically, well, 90% of no FOMO. If very occasionally someone buys like one of the bolos I haven't found yet, I'm thinking, oh, and that's local to me, I'm like, well, great. But 90% of the time, FOMO, no, I've long gone and learned no point in thinking over why I didn't go there. Someone sourced that. I've got backlog. I'm listing it. I'm missing out on money. That's basically what it is. This a hi to Derek. at some point. I'm sure I did. Hello, Derek. Hope your barn's all right. And you got a better chainsaw. That chainsaw was crap. Literally a blunt chainsaw cutting big wood, trees down, and oh Jesus, Jesus, it's. I thought Jeremy Clarkson with a chainsaw, when he went to the Amazon, and he tried to get one, and he faced off with James May, but with like one of those blunt sword things, and the chainsaw stalled. It's a sign from God. Richard, I have hundreds of items to list. I went out yesterday because I was bored, got 5 or 6 nice bits, and listed them first day. I think Johnson, okay, RC, yeah. But then, if you're saying that you've gone and brought 5, 6 items, Pete, and you list them straight away, then you've got your other items sitting there just going, list me, list me, list me. What about me? Maybe I need testing or something. That's another thing, like a branch of this topic with the sourcing bands, testing stuff. That's why a lot of us have a lot of backlog, because we just can't be bothered to test it or take bits apart, or something's broken, just leave it. We go, I'm going to buy media or football cards or games or toys or plushes, for example. You know what I mean? But just get it on. That's what I've got to say to myself. Hi, Adrian. Long time no see, mate. Hope all is well. Yeah, I always batch photos, but aim to list them in a couple of days. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to turn my head around to. Batch photos, but I know I can get it listed when I'm got half an hour here to list, and that, which is a good way, better than what I was doing, because it takes so long to get. Oh, I was winding myself up by it, to be honest. For the winter, I've not had to source much and been going through the backlog. I've still gone out and brought some great bundle deals though. Now most stuff is cleared and ready for boot sales. Mm. Yeah, I think like some of us, like yourself, you've probably got big spaces where you can go and do that. Some of us, like myself, kind of haven't, and in a small, more than a small amount of way, I suppose. I procrastinated quite a bit over the last few months, but then again, I've had a lot to deal with. Of course, as you probably already know, and it's like it takes time out of the day, and then you get back, it's like 2, 3, 4 o'clock, and you think, oh, can I be arsed now? You want to get on it early and get done, but I've come to realise you just don't sit on it. Don't sit on it, because I want to get round the field. I brought some new hiking boots back in February off Amazon. Can't remember the brand name, but I did show it on my second Sniper Elite 5 live I did, and you can check it out. And they came while I was playing the game, and I was like, wow, because my Doc Martens, they leak, and you can't go in a car boot, and feet are covered, and it's horrible crunch feel. And the hiking boots seemed brilliant, about 49 quid or something. Didn't want to pay like 80 or 90 pounds for Burger House or whatever it was. Can't remember now. But I just wanted a pair of boots that'd take me, literally, my Doc Martens took me 5 minutes, literally, to put on. Like, well, more than that, 5, 6 minutes. But these new ones, 3 minutes max. Literally, you could go through later and you tie them up, done. Might take a bit used to getting used to it, so I got to try them on again. Try them on once, but it's one of those things where, like, you don't mind, you couldn't really run, but these are things you can proper, like, well, at least you can jog on them, and they won't leak. Fingers crossed, all that. Right, I've got to talk about my other one as well, about the eBay issue in a sec. Been sourcing, the fun part, just like shopping therapy. Oh, 100%. If you can get a balance of listing X amount of items per week, then I find you can source. It's fun. That's what I'm saying. Like, I would love to get round a car boot, do a video, and like think, oh, that is a cracker of a video. or I'm gonna go, "Oh, you absolute twonk! I missed so and so," or someone goes on the comments, "You don't realise you missed X, Y, Z thing, which does this billion thing." I'm like, "Oh, right. Thanks for that. I'm learning. Cheers." um, mm, so yeah, but I always do at some point. Always worth sourcing if you don't source very much. You never know when the next opportunity or contact will appear. Very true. Yeah, that's another branch of that. Um, Sourcing ban, particular. Yeah, always worth it. Correct. Yeah, I always try and go out every now and then to have a look through and like go through, and then I think, right, I've got this week, I've got this. Oh, here's that one. This is new for this year. Yeah, always worth doing. If I want to take a few weeks off, granted. Um, but yeah, it's just basically in the mindset to do it. True, yeah. I don't see that there will be though. Neil, um, well, yeah. I always try and go to all the boot sales I can. Usually go to, but don't mind if I miss one if it's out of my control. Yeah, I know what you mean. I've literally cracked up another like what 6 or 7 boot sales that I have found, and I've messaged people and said, "Is this any good?" and that, and they've come back and done that. So there will be some other car boots. It's just like with the rain, it could go on for months and months. So you got to check out all the boot sales on their website. Say, this open? Because most of them, 90% are on the grass, so boggy grass, like very boggy and soggy in that. So they don't open. And the ones that are on like ground, if it's uncover, which one of them is, then it's okay. But as I say, I'm not too fast right now. But as soon as it gets to um past daylight savings, of course, and then you've got Easter Sunday, April, Easter Sunday. I always find the first few weeks of March, because before I say that, it's fucking weird because I found that boot sales on earlier each year. There was one local to me which I didn't get to in a car park, started in about October. I'm like, whoa. And then there's others like January, like first couple of weeks of January. I'm like, and a laugh. First time I've seen that, because most times they're not on earlier, and you're on beginning of March at the earliest. Anyway, the majority of car boots are on March. I always think the first few weeks is not great until you get to Easter Sunday, when you got Easter Sunday and Monday boots, all the way up until August bank holiday, which the last one's on a Monday, the 28th. And then after that, September, October are usually poor anyway. But from May, June, July, August, 4 months, you're in the running for boots. Literally, sourcing wise, bang on. Plenty of places. Oh, you got a new chainsaw. Oh, see, I've wondered. That's blunt. Of course, you could hear it. I put headphones in, they could hear it. Gee, oh, good. I hope that didn't cost a lot. Too much anyway. Hi, Richard. Thanks for popping in. I all is well with yourself, mate. At a break due to the weather. Yeah, I thought you might do for your barn and that. Gonna have a list. A bit far behind. Agree. Testing items is a barrier. To listing is a big problem. Yeah, because if you got to test 3 or 4 gaming consoles, or you got to test something that needs parts, then it could put you off for a while and think, oh, can't be asked now. Or if you're missing something, this is all part of the sourcing ban and problems and that. if you got some like a little miss set or miss end set, for example, books, or usually sometimes missing one book or one DVD disc, you didn't realise at 5 o'clock or 6:30 in the morning when you're half asleep, going looking at your mobile, going, "Oh, I can't see now." Oh, there you can see with the light. You're missing one disc. You're like, go and be like, "Oh, great. That's all I need." It can be a problem. Yeah, a little barrier. Yeah, I could do with getting some hiking boots for the boot sales. Oh, 100%. Because I've been using me Doc Martens for like a couple of years now, and they've been okay. Occasionally, they get wet socks and the insoles because I'm a size 6 and 5.5. So, um, a size 6 in the left, a size 5.5 in the right foot, right? And all the insoles get wet. They're quite expensive, the insoles, and the Doc Martens, they just leak through. They just basically show. A lot of people wear them these days, different types of Doc Martens, and they're basically for show, not going on the boots out 5 o'clock in the morning or whatever. But hiking boots are great. You can source some really good hiking boots that are not going to cost you the earth. Then it's great. Set it off against your accounts and all that. Then you're in business, because I find that less time you're putting on your boots and that, more time source. And if the boots are good, you can literally jog your way or run your way to the irons. Because my Doc Martens, you couldn't really run. You sort of trip over them, and they'll get all sorts of crap underneath. You clean them all the time. But these ones seem all right. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Now I was like QVC. Can't tell you, addict. A bit like in uh, Phoenix Nights first series. Um, when uh, was it Paddy or Peter Kay's character? He was buying stuff on QVC. Well, one that looked like QVC, and then they had the big telly nicked. Yes, basically we are telly addicts. Oh, wicked! Yeah, when that's back on, yeah, I try and get to that more this year. It's not far from where I live, and it's a good drive down, and it's easy to get in and a good time. The only problem I hate about it is the fact is that you have to pay at the end. But basically, that car boot, you pay at the end, like as a buyer, you pay your 50p or pound, whatever it is, a couple of pounds. When you're walking out or driving out, it's shit, really. You have to do it beforehand, because I realise I've got to keep £2 or whatever back. You kind of forget Brian Potter. Thank you much. I couldn't remember. No, it weren't Brian Potter. No, it was the Phoenix Night. Phoenix Nights. PHEONIS. Um. Uh. Oh, shit. I'll get it right. Uh. Yeah, Phoenix Nights. Yeah. Max and Paddy. Oh, it's Max and Paddy. Yeah, the two bouncers. Max. That's right. He played Max. Yeah, I knew it was right. Well, roughly. Yeah. Anyway, he did play both. Yeah, much better. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I'll try and get down to apps as soon as it's on, and that as soon as I can. Walking boots are so much better for your ankles, feet, walking around. Yeah, I've come to learn that, to be honest, rather than my boots. I used to wear my own shoes and they get ruined, and it's manky like. But I always will wear these now. It's proper of good investment though. Oh, £6 for the two. I basically got two new chains. Oh right, not a new chainsaw. I'm a chainsaw brigade. Sorry, that's a song. Oh, I made that worse. Yes, right. We're down the end of a chat. Wicked. We're down the end of a chat. If you've got any questions about the sourcing ban, then let me know in the side chat or after the video is finished, or if you're watching it back in the comment section below. So we've got 30 watching, and I need to talk about my eBay issue. So earlier on, I thought myself, I'm gonna get off my arse and phone up eBay once again, so I can try and get my eBay issue sorted out, because this issue's been ongoing since beginning of December 2022. It's been pissing me off all since. And the issue is basically you can pay either for your eBay fees, either when you sell stuff, of course, and it goes off your fees and that, or one-time payment. I always used to do one-time payment and fine with the same card I've had for yonks, and for one reason, in beginning of December, it didn't work. I'm like, hang a minute, it don't work. So I phoned them up many a time, and they're using off a script. It's pissing me off. And it's like, I don't need to do that. Wait 2 days. Rubbish. Oh, let's transfer you to here. So. It's like, oh, great. And then Christmas come around. I didn't bother. Now I've got another issue. The beginning of January to phone up eBay about, and then I phoned them up again about the issue with my card, because my card's fine. It works fine. Phoned up my bank twice, and that's fine. It's just some twat at the eBay, their help, where we've got not help team, one of the departments that deal with the problems, deal with problems, right? They've saw it come up with some, wherever it may be, and it's like, lock the card, like, get out, you know what I mean? And I'm like, for God's sake, and then I found out, well, I phoned up and I was okay. And then one day back in end of January, I think, I got pissed off and I was moaning at this lady. I was giving her hell. And then the next time, like a few days later, I put the phone down on one guy and I told him it was a so and wound me right up. But this lady was nice and foreign lady, and she panded it through, because I wanted to make sure I've actually got it on there, sort it out. And what I've just messaged there, yes, before I phoned up eBay, beginning of December, I messaged eBay for business on Facebook Messenger. I've still got a message on here, I think. But they couldn't do anything for me. I think I've still got it. Where am I going? There we go. Not that one. Yeah, they do not have access. They do not have access to that via social media. But if you contact a payments team directly, be able to help. So that's why I contacted them. They didn't able to help me with that regard. They don't have yet. They apparently they don't have the access to that via social media. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. That was Connor, one of the guys that many of you know, not personally, but know of. And they didn't have the means to do it, so I had to find up and sort it out. Correct. So that avenue was gone down the tube. So I'm like, anyway, it is what it is. I never call eBay anymore. All done on Facebook. Yeah, I call. Well, I'm on Facebook Messenger, eBay for business, to get off any defects and that. But anything else I want to talk about, I just go up eBay and have a little moaning session. Well, not well. I sort of a sly moan at them. Yeah, I'm not on Twitter myself, but yeah, it was a bastard, that was. I couldn't stand it, to be honest. But it will get sorted, 'cause it happened to me before. It took months to get sorted, and someone in the end off eBay managed to fix it, pressing one button, and it's all right. Mhm. Mm. But yeah, but for now, I'm on old school. Yeah, that is actually true. I still got the original message. See if I can get Dion. Did I get Dion last time that I was messaging? Um, Dion. Yeah, last time I got Dion actually. Yeah, and she actually got rid of it. Yeah, so I may go through the same particular message, maybe word it differently, right? Um, and reword what I put on a message. Can't see that there, but and the picture I've got, which is the same as comes up anyway, and see if that actually does anything different. I might do it after this stream, and it should look at it tomorrow. Because yeah, um, well, he didn't do couldn't do anything for me, so maybe yeah. Kath says that, "Oh, just tried to file and iron off some pens I brought. The seller is no longer a registered user." Ah, yeah. I say either try eBay for business or phone up eBay, and I'm sure they'll refund you. Yeah, I don't see why not. Because they were registered business when you got the pens. I've had that too with account issues. Facebook for business can't sort it and refer you to the accountants team on the phone who are useless in my experience. Correct. Yeah. Um. Yeah, that's what they say. So I was a bit unsure of whether to contact them back again on Facebook for business. Um, Dion is great. Um, Connor connected with that. Let me have a look, see if anything else for Connor. Uh, I don't know. Normally, Dion seems to get there straight away. She's on it like a carb on it, literally. Dion. I've heard Amy H as well. I'm trying to have a look down. I've heard Amy H, Dion, Connor seems all right, but I think Dion's better though. Kind of thing of it, from my experience anyway. Amy H. Anyway, but I'm sure I'm sorted out anyway. Um, right. Same. A person I spoke to had a screaming baby in the background. She was dealing with. Oh, flipping hell. That's all you need. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, it's very difficult to hear though, like that, and it gets crackly phones and oh, yeah. Or you can't hear someone properly because you can never get through to someone to Ireland anyway. You can't get them onto Ireland, and if you want someone to Ireland and that, you can't do it. Takes forever. Um, but most of them are so foreign. You're like, excuse me, what did you say? Have to be polite about it. Or you kind of can't say, "Oi, what do you say, woman?" No, you got to be, "Excuse me, but what did you just say? Can you please repeat it?" You always get the telephone voice. Well, I didn't tonight, but I've had Connor, Dion, and Amy. They've all been great. So yeah, they kind of do, but it is what it is. If they can't sort out the account issues, you got to go to accounts team. Yeah. So I'll have a look. I've got the accounts bit on the thing. See if I can get through to accounts team as such. Um, I think I've still got that, on here. Um, Accounts team. Yeah, click here and scroll down to contact section. You'll speak to a team who will help. Oh yeah, I was back on 6th of December. Yes, still no issue. But I haven't talked to them for a while, for a month and a half, so I need to anyway. So anyway, I go give him a couple of days and I'll sort it out. Well, I can't actually. To be fair, I'm going out on Friday, gallivanting up the concert in London. So with regards to concert, um, if I can get a good space, well, it's a standing venue, a 3,000 standing venue, and with the lot of spaces on the sides now and for disabled people and that. And so I'm hoping to get a good standing with no tall people blocking my view or people who like to jump about, because I ain't getting in the flipping circle pit, because there'll be circle pit. Oh, don't. Last time I got in circle pit, I got a bruised arm. I thought I broke it. Literally, it was like, I think it was for uh it was on the Alexander Palace, December 2021. See at Shikari, and circle pit was so big. Oh, I got involved in it, literally. Oh, mate, but I'll try and get a few videos out for the concert. I'll probably put it out as videos, not as one video. That can make it too long. So I'll do a few videos for that. And then for the one next week, put it in a playlist. And then obviously for the concert playlist and that. So you can see the one for that. So I always like to do that. But it depends if I get anything like good footage and that from there. And then obviously there'll be a few bits via Instagram. So I try and put the videos on Instagram as well, if I can. Let me check the playlists. Yeah, vlogs. Let's go down the list. There's only playlist on here. Yeah, music concerts, Don Broco. So Shikari, that's for 8. So I don't know. Enter concert. Let's have a look. So I'm just gonna have a look on there, because if you go onto setlist FM, so setlist FM, you can see the setlist and roughly what time they finished. 2 hours and 20 minutes after doors. Start time 9:15. Because most venues have got a curfew anyway, so this is about after 11 curfew. March the 14th. Oh, that was yesterday's. So what about it? Hertz, Juggernauts, Dreamers, Icalon. Wow. Oh, and with there they've got Cody Frost, and who was on The Voice a few years ago. She's like gothic and red hair and weird, but she's flipping great. And also, what's your band? Everything Unfolds, I think. The alternative rock band from High Wycombe, I think it is. I think it's Everything Unfolds. Something like that. Yeah, so yeah, it'd be good. Hopefully it plays some good tunes on Friday. Anyway, let's crack on. We've got like on Facebook. Hello, Facebook. If anyone's on Facebook, we've got some more comments down there. Must get the comments in. Hi, Sam. Thanks for popping in. Long time no see. But hopefully you're well. Don told me that. Imagine. Oh, that's right, because you had the issue of your 400 items on eBay that apparently fell off. How can 400 items just fall off over time? That's weird. Dion told me that Imagine listing for 400 items that eBay had lost, and that there is all they can do. I know. I saw that on Instagram. I was like, whoa. Mad, isn't it? Literally. That's so much effort to relist those and put them back on and go and find, or can't be bothered, and find the photos you've done and That's long. You know what I mean, Sam? You can't understand and then disconnect and try again. I would give them the benefit of the doubt for now. Otherwise, yeah, I know what you're saying, Retro. Hi, Polachek. Um, how do you how do you deal with inconsistency in terms of eBay sales? Do you pay mortgage? No, no, I'm living at home with parents, so I pay rent and um car insurance and all that sort of stuff. But I'm trying to help out other bits and pieces. But consistency is a term of eBay is quite tricky because I always keep money in separate accounts, like savings on that. If I can save a bit here and there, be okay. And I'm like, right, wicked. I can save this much money and per month on that. But if I was to pay mortgage, then obviously I'd be full time and obviously you're with a job and that, and you know what I mean. But you can see it's very inconsistent. Realistically, it's basically well, not really. The more you list, the more you sell. In a way, it is, but it depends. Like if you hit that marker on the items you've got, or the ones you put up, and with the price, titles, keywords, then you're plain sailing. Um, oh, good. That's all right. Yeah, glad you're okay. Brilliant. Yeah. If you want any quick questions, then pop them in the side chat. For me, video wise, let's have a look at videos. Have a look. So, hopefully on the Saturday or the Sunday, because Sunday's Mother's Day, so probably on the Saturday afternoon, I'll try and put some of the videos I took on the concert up to YouTube in a separate playlist and on my music concert playlist. And hopefully they'll come out okay because I'm using a new phone. Samsung Galaxy something or another. A53 5G. So I had the Samsung Galaxy A10, I think, last time. I went to a concert back in February, I think it was, locally, King's Tunny, Kingston upon Thames. That's a great little venue for concerts. And so hopefully that. And then this weekend I'll probably be cancelled for the Carboots because of rain. I won't be sourcing anyway. And then try and get a day vlog out next week, and then the live and that, and then hopefully they'll trickle through more as the season progresses. Not just Carboots, but I've got plenty of places I want to check out for my outside vlogs, and I got one that I was looking at the other day I really want to go, which includes a charity shop run, and also 2 areas that are very well, one's historical and the other's a nice little walk around. So hopefully I get 3 videos up from that soon when I can. And then I've got some more source opportunities coming up next few weeks. But I say next Saturday, not this Saturday, but Saturday after 25th, I'm at the Ali Pali, Don Broco. And again, I'll try and get a few videos out, the best ones, because some of them might not be great because of people who are tall standing there, or I've had a couple of I'm like with good music and that. Anyway, so yeah, so I try and get some more videos out so I can, in some short videos and lives, and yeah, so do keep subscribed for more content, Peter Ray's Ventures, or check out my Instagram, Facebook, and that. Or if you so wish, check out eBay or check out my haul from the jumble sale I went to last Saturday. And you could see things like that, or have a look, or that. Well, hey, but no, it was a cracking jumble sale, so I'm happy with that. So yeah, Right, let's end the stream. So let me know in the comments below what you liked about the video, and any comments you got about tonight's topic. Do sourcing bans actually work? And like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Keep subscribed for more content on P2A Adventure, which there will be coming up as soon as I can make the content. From like car boots, charity shops. When I go to parks and stuff and meet people, because there's people I'm going to meet this year, which is great. And yeah, I'll just speak to you probably in the next live or and that. So yeah, thanks everyone for popping in. Appreciate that. Take care and have a good rest of your week and take care. See ya.